Do you struggle from emotional boundaries? I'm jessxgoh, trauma coach in childhood, relationship, and emotional abuse. So, what are emotional boundaries and what can you do to start strengthening them? So, what I mean by emotional boundaries is ways where you let yourself off the hook, where you let yourself go with your relationship with yourself and also with your relationship with others. And emotional boundaries is where you allow yourself to feel all of these feelings, and there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. Give yourself permission to feel all of these feelings, such as the anger, such as the grief, such as the guilt and the shame and the resentment and all these sort of emotions, right? However, what's the boundary that you have in place to not be in that place too long? So what I mean by this is that, how long do you let yourself suffer in the emotion of anger, for example? Do you get caught up in the anger for a day, for 5 days, for a month, for 6 months, for a year, right? This is where we need emotional boundaries. So if you feel angry, right, the best thing to do is to purge out the anger, to feel into it, to release it, right? So that emotion isn't caught up in the back of your mind, right? And so do not give yourself the indulgence to be angry at a certain person or a certain thing for too long, right? If you're going to be angry for weeks, for months, right? What happens is that you regress back into victimisation, and you're taking away your own power, you're taking away your own sovereignty, right? And you're choosing to live in a contracted and dense state of being, which doesn't serve you, because as you show up in life, you're going to show up as more contracted, more dense, more heavy than you were before, right? It's the same with going through a breakup. If, yes, it's normal to feel all sorts of emotions, particularly grief, when you uncouple from your partner, and, give yourself permission to grieve for a month, right? Maximum. Do not grieve longer than that, right? Because then again, as I've mentioned before, you're gonna spiral yourself back into poor little old me, victimization. And that's not gonna serve you. And guess what? If you do not address these emotions head on, you're going to keep attracting people who are on that energy of the victim, right? Because the energy that you give out is what you get back. So that's what I mean about emotional boundaries. How long are you willing to tolerate these emotions? How long are you willing to stay stuck in these emotions, right? So how long are you willing to act out on these emotions? So the more we act out on these emotions, you are actually reinforcing an old program that is coming from your childhood experience, right? So you're letting the wounded inner child to run the show, and the adult self is not present, right? So you've been taking yourself for a ride with the wounded inner child by holding on to this pain, right? And what we want to do is we want to release the pain. And so if you would like to learn more about how you can start releasing different emotions and levels of pain, so you can start feeling more lighter, more expansive, more freer, right? And how you can take back control of your thoughts, come and join me for my 5-day online course called Rebuild Your Self-Worth. You can watch this course in your own time, whether it's during the day or in the evening, and I'll be sharing with you some really amazing healing tools and techniques and strategies and really powerful content that's really going to help you start realigning yourself to your higher self, to a brand new program where you can reclaim your sovereignty in these experiences. right? Where you become more aware of your triggers and how can you take your power back in these situations. So if this resonates with you, click on the link below to access Rebuild Your Self-Worth. And when you get yourself the course, I'll be gifting you 2 freebies, which are 1, a private trauma recovery session with myself on Zoom valued at $250, and you also get lifetime access to my online class called Sacred Healing. And Sacred Healing is about clearing up and purging out stuck energy, stagnant energy in your energy centers, so you can start feeling lighter and expansive and more free. Who wouldn't want that, right? So, please share with me what you got out of this video blog by sharing, a key takeaway in the comments below, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for the latest content and updates regarding to childhood trauma, adult trauma, sexual abuse, satanic ritual abuse, dysfunctional family dynamics, unworthiness and low self-esteem. And I look forward to seeing you at the next vlog. Sending all my love to you.